Philippine ambassador to the US Jose Manuel Romaindez confirmed in an interview with One News that Denmark is the third-party source of F-16s that the Philippines is looking at, although changes in procurement laws are needed to allow the purchase of modern second-hand materials. The PAF is said to be interested in between 12 to 16 fighters, as part of the Horizon 3 phase of the revised AFP modernization program. The Philippine Air Force, PAF, has raised the multi-role fighter, MRF, acquisition project, which calls for the purchase and induction of at least 12 multi-role fighter aircraft. The role is to become the country's main air combat aircraft. It was reported a few months ago that the US had given approval to the Philippines to buy new and/or used F-16s from the US and from third-party sources including Denmark, and although Denmark has the final say if it is willing to sell to the Philippines. When the sale of the aircraft was announced in June 2021, the US estimated the cost of the aircraft and related equipment at $2.43 billion, more than half of the Philippines' annual defense budget. The aircraft is intended to inspect China's air and maritime operations in the South China Sea. It is possible to cancel a tentative deal to buy new F-16s from the US and acquire second-hand aircraft from third countries such as Denmark, Romaindez said. The F-16A BMLU Fighting Falcons were originally Block 5/10 F-16A-Bs before they underwent a NATO-wide midlife upgrade that brought them closer to being capable as Block 50/52 F-16C/Ds. Apart from the Philippines, other countries stuck with Danish F-16s are Argentina, which received US approval to buy them, and Ukraine, where Denmark is interested in donating some of its F-16s. Our parent page Max Defense Philippines has confirmed that Pre. Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signed the Horizon 3-phase procurement plan as of December 2023, which includes a revised multi-role fighter aircraft procurement plan. Meanwhile, the existing MRF acquisition project remains ongoing, although it appears to be part of a larger plan to procure MRFs in greater quantities than currently planned. Based on the DND and PAF plans, procurement of the Saab JAS 39C/D Gripen remains the main option, although there are indications that other options are also being looked at. So far, Philippine ambassador to the US Jose Manuel "Babes" Romualde emphasized to the media that the United States government has no objection to the Philippines purchasing F-16 fighter aircraft, both new and used, both from the US and from other party countries. Ambassador Romualde as well as Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri have confirmed that the US has even recommended the Philippines to look at third-party countries from Europe such as Norway, Denmark, as well as Israel, as they are retiring their F-16s and may be available for use. Transfer immediately. The European F-16s are the older F-16A/B Block 10/15 Fighting Falcons, but have been upgraded to MLU standards so that their capabilities approach those of the newer F-16C/D Block 50/52 variants. This could be a quick solution by the US, as waiting for the US-sourced EDA F-16s may take some time to be ready, as they are still undergoing modernization and rehabilitation work which may take at least 2 years. We received word from several sources that the push for an Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, between the US and Philippine Defense Departments has strengthened efforts to gain support and influence to support the selection of the Lockheed Martin F-16 Block 70 Viper. EDCA is said to help make it easier for the US to support F-16 operations and the survival of the Philippines because it is their country's product, and their own supply chain supports the F-16 and its subsystems. Also, EDCA may be a backdoor for the US to reduce the overall cost of the F-16 Viper, since many of the items included in the overall package that push the Viper's price beyond the PAF's budget could be provided by the US separately or procured separately by the Philippines through mechanisms under EDCA. According to our sources within the circle of Pre. Marcos, there are indeed people close to the president, as well as lawmakers and people with influence that are advising Pre. Marcos to negotiate with the US as part of improving military ties and as deterrence to China, to get the Vipers plus several earlier versions of the F-16C/D Fighting Falcon as interim, while new builds are still under construction as part of a friendly and more affordable package that includes foreign military financing option. Angkatan Udara Filipina semakin dekat untuk memiliki jet tempur multi-role karena semakin sedikit langkah yang harus diambil sebelum kesepakatan tersebut dianggap sebagai kesepakatan di mana salah satu informasi terbaru mengenai perkembangan tersebut adalah informasi yang disampaikan kepada Presiden Filipina. Pertempuran kelima saya tentang pentingnya pesawat tempur multi-role dan operasi pertahanan udara perkembangan terkini seputar potensi akuisisi pesawat tempur F-16 oleh Angkatan Udara Filipina.